day. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Melvin Gordon.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 16 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun snap to Lock. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native.
Number 30, Austin.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Oh, my God.
Intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Locke gonna throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Good bounce back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Herbert off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And this one complete to Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the bootleg, Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Joe Reed, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Michael Badgley to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got his tight end fan. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach are both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards to gain there, second down. With your 6th-round pick, not many expect him to jump right in and contribute, but he's done a pretty nice job.
As a 6th-round pick, you'll come in and just work harder. That's part of what goes into it because you want to prove you should have been picked higher. But we've seen 6th-round picks come in and play very well in this league. He will have the same opportunity.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Got Gordon open, completes it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Broncos 10. Chargers.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed, 77 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Broncos 10.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him through. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Once more, here's Eckler. And
Come
this
on,
time
Henry.
he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up third.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On fourth down, Herbert. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rub their nose in it. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Kelly. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's
what the
intercepted.
fuck is he throwing at, bruh?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 18-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 20.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. There's only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's Eckler again. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. Jordan Hicks brought him down. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On the give, this is Eckler. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At their 48-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now Eckler, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Badgley's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down 15-13, 45 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he works free. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Open man is born. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to